Djibouti has the capacity to produce 173 megawatts of power, but costs are high because the grid is reliant on diesel. With inflated costs of power trickling down to the members of the public, households and businesses have been incurring losses up until recently, when the government handed them a lifeline, reducing the costs by 10%.
We need to do all we can to ensure that electricity costs cheaper in Djibouti. I believe that this is a hindrance to a lot of activities, from the small industry, the general activities, and especially for households that don't have a lot of means but put a lot of money into their electricity bills. I think that this is something good and we should continue in the same direction.
Previously at $0.28 per kilowatt hour compared to the African average of $0.14, the lowest price was set at $0.16 per kilowatt. Djibouti, however, still relies on power from Ethiopia.
We have very good relations with Ethiopia, and it has given us 65%, but a few years ago it was higher. This year we expect much more, but with the drought they can only give us what they can. If they have, they will give us, but if there is a drought as last year, we will have to ensure the production.
In an effort to reduce its dependence on Ethiopia's electrical supply, the country is already working on solar and wind power projects as part of its plan to become completely reliant on green energy.
We have large potential in Djibouti in terms of geothermal, wind and solar energy. We are in the process of putting up a solar farm of 300 megawatts, financed by German private companies, as well as a windmill plant, 100% funded by our friends from Qatar. In addition, we are investing in geothermal energy, and soon we are going to drill the first well.
Until 2015, Electricity Djibouti was the only company responsible for producing and distributing electricity in the country. The authorities have now liberalized the production sector to make it more competitive. The Djibouti economy is forecast by the International Monetary Fund to expand to 7% in 2016 from 6.5% last year. And the growth calls for the expansion of its ports and shipping services. The Horn of African nation needs cheaper power to fund the expansion. Maria Galang, CCTV.